being an artist, I'm actually I'm getting more excited. For the 35 years of journey, I became a much better person, I believe. I feel more joy in the arts, true arts. I think 35 years to look back is beyond that, just my own joy, but rather how true my arts to myself, and hopefully I can also encourage others to enjoy the life of being with yourself and make it fruitful. And the 35 years also give me a huge space and time to develop and mature in terms of techniques, understanding, expressions, and also the self-confidence. And very important also, the arts journey of 35 years, I start to begin to look beyond just my own glory, my own satisfaction, but whether my arts go beyond me. So that's important. So what I can contribute to look back and look ahead through arts. Making art in 35 years is just fabulous journey, and it's going to look ahead for me. The last solo, I painted a container, which is also very symbolic to a space. It's a vessel. I was very much looking for anchor point. So the series of the vessel that I painted, it contained a different layer of emotions, different layer of anxiety, and even different layer of experience of life. So I was exploring much on and longing for this anchor point, psychologically, emotionally. And I painted the vessel symbolically relate to how I want to anchor things. And the vessel, the brush stroke, I was very much keeping all same size to contain this under the same volume of space. And the brush stroke, in a very versatile way, I want to layering the space and the colors to give a different power of depths. But finally, I come to a little bit more abstract now. That's a void, which is also I'm still encounter the space. The space in a more different way. It's much different way in a way. I try to give a new definition of the space intangibly, not symbolically. Intangibly meaning there is a psychological space. Through also I trying to explore the technique on how I can condense the size smaller, and yet I can make multi-level of space. So the form will evolve within the space, and also the layering of the colors, and it gives a new formation of a space. Now this series of painting, the title Void only came about, the structural void only came about after I've completed the whole series. Actually not completed, it's still ongoing and it's coming about. The structural voice, you see, room has become the primary idea. Room is a space that has been contained and looking forward to be happen. And there was a lot of rooms to explore, a lot of rooms to develop. There's a lot of room to communicate and express. But as I go on, it became intangible because void is about not just the room space, but it's about deep darkness. within the space. So it's unstructured space now, and it's going on. So it's intangible it's wait upon to be respond. I find that very challenging to structure something. Void always associated to empty, but actually in itself it's not empty, because it gives a new definition on how this void actually is within this noise and this darkness of the space inside it. Addressing a whole emotion for the younger perspective, because I am now at this stage, at this point of time, dealing with my children who are at a teenage now. So that's my primary desire. And I also had a strong feeling over their forming of self-identity. So artists always relate their identity through their art. So I hope the identity that art has given to me as who am I, it can bring another extension to the young people now, where they have so much difficulty, or even the noise inside them that need to be happen as a process they form who they are. So my work is always related to the aspect of who am I and what ails me in life. So I suppose the young people having the similar tension now, especially everything is fast, and they expect to perform fast, answer fast, everything fast. So I suppose the painting process of what I do and it took 3 years to come to this point of time, to this series, is to give an idea that I would wish to share with them on knowing yourself is a slow process. Knowing others also is a slow process. Everything has to slow down. And especially when we slow down, we get into the depths of life. If we go the opposite, we actually become, we actually can get very broken as we stretch ourselves too thin in a way. So I have my strong desire to share this part of slow down, in encounter themselves in their own, meeting themselves, and that void will happen. I think through the show, I first will wish the audience had first coming to the show to look at the work, and then they will feel a very strong sense of connecting with themselves. I think that's very important. Whatever we do, whoever we met, wherever we go, the only purpose is to meet ourselves. So I think the work has provided a space within the kiosk. Did you meet yourself and your own kiosk? And that kiosk fade away behind, there is a void. We need to all face it. So beside the artistic nourishment and the beauty of the color and the manipulation of the paint and brushstroke, everything, the deeper thing is the void has come to a point that we all have to answer a very deep question to ourselves in our own closet, which is dealing with the quietness of our sorrow, our disappointment, our hurt, our forgiveness to the others. And then we rebuild this quiet hope. So I hope the void, it wasn't a negative, dark space. So we have to structure it in a way to guide ourselves to build this quiet hope in joy, in despite all the circumstances that we're facing. Then we have a humanity mission. Yeah.